Hi, friends and family. This is Gina again. Thank you for joining me today. I have a topic today that would be helpful for anyone, I think. I don't really know exactly how to title it. I guess I'll get to that when I do title it. But it's carrying the past into the future. So the analogy that I got in my head, because I'm kind of a simplistic person, is let's say you've got this terrible place that you live. It's messy, it's dirty, you have a lot of clutter and a lot of garbage, just garbage that you haven't taken out. And it's just miserable. You are miserable there, okay? I'm building up to it. So you get a new house, you get a new place to live, an apartment, I don't care what it is, it's just an analogy. So you get this new place to live and it's empty. It's completely empty. But when you go in, you carry all that stuff with you. You pack it in from the car, you pack in those bags of garbage, you pack in all the clutter, you pack in all the dirty everything that you brought, that you had in that other living place. You bring it with you. So this is an analogy to me. This is an analogy to me of carrying the past into the future. So the way I would like for you to be able to implement this is to think of your day to day. Your day to day doesn't have to have that past in it. Now, I'm not talking about that's not who you are as a person. Of course, those things in the past have affected you. Of course, those things in the past are making you into the person you are. Of course, that's all part of our story. So I'm not getting really down into the depths of it. What I'm trying to say is, if you had an experience that was traumatic, you don't have to relive it every day. You don't have to bring that into today. You can say, today I'm going to leave that trash out because this is a whole new place. I'm in a whole new day and I don't have to bring it into today. So where I want to drill down and talk to you about, where I might have already lost you, don't go, don't leave me. What I'm talking about is, I learned this a long time before my husband got into addiction. And that was, I don't know about you other girls, and forgive me if there's guys watching, I'm not trying to disrespect you at all, but women I think will relate to this with me, and that is, you can get mad at your husbands over things, you can get mad at anybody over something, and you're just stewing about it. You're just stewing about it. Maybe nothing happened today. Maybe it's something that happened last week, or happened a month ago, or happened on your birthday, last year, but you're thinking about it today, and today you're mad about it. But when that kind of person, let's just use the analogy of a child that lives still in your home, or a family member that lives in your home, a husband lives in your home. When they come home, if things haven't been bad, and sometimes it's something that happened that morning before they left, it's a trigger, something happened yesterday, something got said. So I realize sometimes they are related. But my point is, don't let things from the past spoil today. If today is a good day, then let it be a good day. You don't have to. You might think you do, but you don't have to let the past spoil today. Today is a new day. So, like I said, this came to me years ago before I ever had addiction in my home, and I'm just going to tell you my scenario. So my husband was a workaholic. Before he was an alcoholic, he was a workaholic, and they are kind of related, and I didn't know that back in the day. I wish I had had a clue, but I didn't. So my husband was a workaholic, and I would get hurt that he wouldn't come home. My friends, their husbands came home at 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening and had supper with their families and went to family things together, and they had a life together in the evening, even though they worked during the day. And but my husband didn't. He worked into the hours of the morning and was gone a lot. And if he did come home before dark, it was rare. And so I had a lot of resentment, even though I loved him and we had a pretty good marriage in spite of that. And it was a huge deal to me, maybe not as much to him. I don't know. I'm sure it wasn't. As long as I wasn't mad, he was okay. But anyway, I would get mad. And then I would let it affect when he was home. I would let it affect the Saturday he was home, or the night he did come home early, or Sunday when he was home with the family, because he almost never worked on Sunday. We would go to church together. We'd have Sunday afternoon together. And it was a great day. Me and my children really loved Sundays because Rob was with us. But I could have let it's just a yucky feeling, the resentment, the bitterness, it builds up, all that stuff builds up. I could have let it cause me to be distant on the time I did have with him. And I learned early on that I'm kicking myself in the butt, that I'm affecting my own self by cheating myself of the time that he would be home. And so I tried to learn, even if that always hurt my feelings that he worked too much, even if I always was sad that he didn't come home all the time at a certain time to have dinner with the family, I tried not to let it rob me of the time we were together, of the time we were a family, of the time that he did show up. I tried to not let that rob me. So I hope this topic helps you. I hope it sinks in and makes any sense. Please let me know if it does. Let me know if you need me to be a little more specific. But that was the example that I have of not bringing the past into the present, or not bringing the past into the future. I think it's the present. So that to get the best, to get the most you can for yourself out of each day, decide not to let the past spoil the future. I would get mad at my husband for something that was just every day. This is the way he worked, and he didn't know, and it wasn't any different than any other day. He hadn't necessarily done anything wrong, and I would let it rob me of my time with my family. So I love you. I hope this helps. I'm always praying for you. I really am. And until next time, have a great day. Bye.